Broadcasting around the world on the internet 24 hours a day at www.odysseytv.org. This is Odyssey Instructional Television, a program of the San Bernardino County Regional Occupational Program.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to another show, Jim Hall, You Ought to Know. And today we're along Route 66. You see the highway, the sign, Imogene's Holland Burger. And, of course, a lot of history right here dating back into the 1940s. In my hand, I've got a book here, Guy Fieri on the cover of this book right here. And it's drive-ins, diners, dives, and, of course, Holland Burger was featured right there on the Food Network on this show. And, of course, we were here 2 years ago. We're going to revisit everybody here inside. We're going to see Brian, Shauna, Cindy, everybody here at Imogene's Holland Burger. We're coming back to try the food out again, find out what the Food Network learned on this show. In fact, you can get the book featuring Holland Burger right here. You can buy it right here at the diner. So stay with us, everybody. We're here along Route 66, Imogene's Holland Burger, simply because you ought to know. Stay with us. Food coming up on this show. Welcome back, everybody. Jim Hall, You Ought to Know. A couple years since we've been here. It's Imogene's Holland Burger, and wow, Brian and Shauna here, and you've been all over the country as far as around the world on television.
Around the world, yeah.
Tell us about some of the stuff that's been going on here.
Oh yeah, we've had people call from all over the world. You know, they're visiting and they want to make this one of their stops, and we've been featured in Guy's book, and it's just been great.
Now, I got to mention, Shauna, you both appeared on Guy Fieri's show, of course, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and the book is here. You can buy the book right here in the restaurant.
Yes, you can for $20. The book is on sale here. We do have plenty of copies. So yeah, stop on by and get your copy of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Well, you're in there, and the restaurant history talks a little bit in there, and I flipped through just a little bit. What's on the page before you and the page after you? Do you know?
Not really, no.
You know where your page is, though?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Shauna, what's changed in 2 years since we've been here?
By the way, okay.
26.
187.
180, okay. Well, wait a minute. 187 is a police number.
I know, huh?
Okay. What's changed?
We've just had a lot more people from around the United States come and visit us. From the book, we have a lot of Guy followers, and they come by and check us out because we were in his book or on his show. And we've also had a lot of people from the You Ought to Know segment.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good thing because we get a lot of calls, and you know our shows come back from time to time, just like your show does on Guy's Food Network. So we've seen it a number of times out there, but on our show, people wonder how to get here. We always get calls. How do we get there? We're taking a road trip. We want to see the show. Now we're seen all the way from, well, we're everywhere now.
Oh, we're 1 mile north of the 15 freeway on the D Street, Apple Valley off-ramp. Turn left at the light, and we're 1 mile on the left-hand side. The only pistachio green restaurant out here.
Well, we talk about Route 66, a lot of history there. Even I saw a sign coming out this morning. I didn't even realize the cement company was actually a historic point.
Yeah, it is,
but
actually.
This has to become a historic point. It's a lot of history here.
Yeah, we've been recognized by the city as a historical point of interest. And, yeah.
Well, Shauna, you talk about some of the things that have gone on here. We talked about Guy's show being one of the most recent things. In fact, I think we showed up 2 years ago, and the next day the crew was coming in to set up. Talk about that experience.
Well, it was really nice because you guys did the show on, I want to say, June something, and then the very next day, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives came in to
You
film.
guys got us primed and ready for the Food Network.
Well,
We're a lot more relaxed after you came.
it's a little bit different though. We do our show what's called live to tape. It means we're doing it right now while we're here.
Well,
And
Guy does a lot of that too.
He does a
comes
lot
in
of
and
that.
He
Yep.
won't talk to you until the cameras are rolling, and he doesn't want to lose that spontaneity.
Right.
Sort of like you. You know, it's just.
The
like you
only
said,
difference
live
is
wire.
we don't send our guys ahead of time, and they don't do. I mean, it takes a lot of prep time, and a lot of shots have to be to make just your segment look right. It takes a lot of time, so you find out what's involved in that, don't you?
Yeah, it was about 2 days of filming for them in order to get that.
24 hours of actual shooting.
Actual time, yeah.
Well,
It was fun. It was really fun, yeah.
It certainly puts you on that Food Network map, because I always hear the comments about that. But there's been a lot of other things here as far as cameras go. This is historic from a couple motion pictures, right?
Yeah, Kill Bill 2. We did that here with Uma Thurman and Quentin Tarantino, and several B movies, and we've helped a lot of younger people with their college film theses. You know, they have to do an assignment, so we help them out, give them a break, and they love it. You know, it's just been great.
All right. So what are we talking about for the future? Give me some of the future plans.
Future plans. We like to keep it spontaneous, so we just go along with the flow, that kind of thing.
We want to open a gift shop.
You right here on this site, you want to open the gift shop?
We start selling a few things.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you've got the book. You're already started. Do you have
Yeah.
T-shirts made up? You
We got
do.
T-shirts, hats.
Turn around. Let's see your T-shirt. There it is. Emma Jean's Holland Burger Cafe, Victorville, Route 66 there, truck stop.
Coffee cups. And
Now, is this still considered a truck stop?
this is a truck stop from way back in the day, yeah. And Mrs. Holland used to cook Liberace pies, and he'd sit right there and eat them. And he'd stop on his way to Vegas. They knew each other on a first name basis, you know.
All right,
So much history.
I gotta get some of the history out again for people that may not have seen the first show, although it's out there. They'll see that one too. But coming back here, this is 2009 as we're doing this show. Talk about that history again. We met your dad last time. He's passed.
Yeah, he's since passed
and
away.
but a lot of history going all the way back.
Yep, they started it in 1947. Mr. and Mrs. Bob Holland started it. Had their little dream, and they worked it for about 10 years, and just did a great job.
So how did this become a family business here for you guys?
Well, we decided to go ahead after Mom passed away and help Dad out and run the business. And it just kind of exploded, and now this is pretty much all we know, so we're going to keep it in the family for another 30, 40 years. Hopefully one of my kids, our kids, will end up taking it over and be third generation run.
Well, how many kids are we talking about in your family now?
3, 12, 7, and 4.
And any of them showing an interest here yet?
Yeah, Sarah, the middle one, she knows how to run the place. She comes in here and bosses all the help around, tells them, straightens them out.
All right.
The 7-year-old.
Well, we're going to do food today. We're going to even watch how you do some of the flapjack, some of the breakfast stuff back there. You ready for that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, we're going to
Let's
get
do
the
it.
camera back there. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We're here. Now, is this considered Route 66?
This is Route 66.
This is the real deal. We're on it.
The real deal.
This is it. We're here.
Even the road's even branded with Route 66.
All right, so it's the official thing. We're on Route 66, Emma Jean's Holland Burger, right here in Victorville, and we're going to be back with more, simply because you ought to know. There you go. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. Jim Hall, you ought to know we're in the kitchen now at Emma Jean's Holland Burger. And Brian, what do we got on the grill here?
Well, we got a couple chicken fries on the grill here. We make them here, fresh, bread them ourselves, and make them homemade the way we've been making them for 30-some years.
Yeah, now who gave you the recipe for chicken fried steak?
My mom gave me the recipe.
I saw in the book now. I even went to the book and I checked that out. We mentioned that again. Guy Fieri has that book out from the Food Network, and of course, page 187, you mentioned it, Brian. You're featured in that book. Came out and did the show.
Yeah.
Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and you were featured in that. Chicken fried steak made out of what?
Made out of what? It's made out of beef cube steak, freshly done by Mark Zimmerman and Morgan Meat in Barstow.
Okay.
Puts out a very good product. Makes us look good all the time.
All right, and here comes that famous gravy now.
There's the gravy.
And that's how you're going to serve it up, just like that.
Just like
Look at that.
With little eggs on the side.
Eggs getting ready to come off. You got the pancakes on the grill. Now your crew back here, I even saw the eggs came out. What do you got, a hen house right out back?
Yeah, we got a hen house out there. We got about 1,000 chickens out back. No.
Eggs are fresh. Potatoes are fresh. Look at this. Here comes the eggs. Yeah. Now, I got to mention Emma Jean's Holland Burger here on Route 66, open Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock in the morning, Saturdays, 6 o'clock. And they do the breakfast and the lunches right here, and they have specials every day. In fact, I'm kind of gazing over at the board as Brian continues cooking here. Today, for instance, 2 hot cakes, 2 slices of bacon, 2 eggs, all for $4.95. And you have daily specials and things you do all the time, Brian. Talk about the secret to the biscuits and gravy.
Well, it's just a homemade recipe, and you just take a little care and do it the way that you've been taught.
Chicken fried steak. Chicken fried steak fills the plate here. Here comes the biscuit and gravy. There's the eggs and the potatoes ready to go. Pancakes. We're going to order here, and we're going to do some food in a few minutes, but I don't know. I may have to just do with what you're showing us here. That looks great.
Yeah, it might not make it out to the customers.
What do you fix for yourself? What do you like to eat?
What do I like to eat? I like the chicken fries, and I like the biscuits and gravy. Yep, and the chili fries are great.
I'm a pork chop guy. Last time I was here, I did the pork chops. You still do that?
Oh, yeah, I still do the pork chops. Yeah, I like a good pork chop once in a while, too.
All right, now talk about your mom. Let's talk about that history. How did this all came about? Mom was the driving force of that, right?
Yeah, because she'd been in the restaurant business for 30-plus years before she bought this place, and she always wanted to open her own. And she got the opportunity and just ran with it.
You pretty much ran with it as well, because you attribute a lot of the success, of course, to what your mom taught you, and you learned right here.
Yeah, because she ran a lot of different restaurants, and she showed me the ways, the old ways,
And is there old ways and some that you've tried that just don't work? You always go back to mom's?
Yeah, I always go back to mom's, yeah. Yeah, pretty much just stick with what I know,
Anything new you're doing here since we've been here in the last couple of years?
Oh, no, we do some wraps and stuff now, getting more into the California cuisine, I guess. Like a chicken wrap or like a California wrap.
And then the trucker specials, any of that kind of stuff, what do they usually get? They're the chicken fried steak type, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, the truckers. Yeah, they like the trucker sandwich with the roast beef Ortegas and the bacon.
Now, I remember talking to your dad a couple of years ago, and he was talking about the cement workers and the trucks, and he was a trucker from way back. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, he's been a trucker for almost 50 years.
All right, so we've got chicken fried on there again. You got some orders that are going to be coming in. I know, because we're going to place an order here soon.
Okay.
What's one of the most popular things again that people get? Chicken fried steak?
Chicken fried steak, the ham and eggs, the pork chops, and the bacon and eggs. The bacon's great here. It's just.
Now, you talked about Sarah, your middle daughter, right?
Yeah.
She's how old?
She's 7.
And she already knows how to run this business.
Yeah, she knows how to run the business and wants to help around and keep everybody straight.
She's got that part down. Shauna showed us a little picture a few minutes ago. So we were talking about people from around the world actually knowing about Holland Burger, and the Holland Burger symbol or sign, the T-shirt.
Yeah.
In fact, he gave us some shirts. We've got shirts and hats. So your gift shop is already underway.
Yeah.
But we saw a picture of people at the Vatican. There's the window where the Pope comes out, and there's the Holland Burger T-shirts at the Vatican.
Yeah, we're worldwide. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there an internet site yet for Holland Burger?
Hollandburger.com.
Hollandburger.com. Doesn't get any simpler than that.
Go in there and check it out. There's some clips from Kill Bill in there. Some really fun stuff. Check it out.
All right. We'll have to put a link up there so you can watch our shows. In fact, you can go to our website, odysseytv.org, and we've got some stuff happening there. You can find out about some of the shows and what we do. Now, Brian, you've got let's mention all the kids in the family.
I got Josh, he's 4, and I got Sarah, who's 7, and Emma Jean, of course, who's 12 now.
And named after your mom.
Yeah, my mom, yeah.
All right. So, and then we've got Shauna here every day?
Yeah, Shauna's here every afternoon.
And you're here every day?
I'm here every morning, yep.
So still a family-run restaurant, and you do that stuff, 6 days a week, right? You take Sundays off?
Yeah, we take Sundays off and spend with the family.
All right.
And the kids eat breakfast here before they go to school. Just a real family-oriented place.
So this this is just the kitchen of the house. Now, do you live here locally?
Yeah, we live here on the property actually,
Yeah.
up in the back. So
Well, that keeps it real nice. And you got the properties here, you got the restaurant, you can walk to work.
I can walk to work. Yep, I'm still late.
All right. We're going to talk more about the restaurant history. We're going to order some food here coming up in the next segment. And when we do that, look, here comes some more eggs. Watch this. He's going to crack these fresh right on the grill. Double-handed. Now, I saw you do that on the Food Network show, and it looks better here in person.
Yeah, it's the way we do it around here. Just run them off the grill, keep it simple.
All right. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We're going to do some food here next. We're going to sample some of that, and we're going to get some more history on Imogene's Holland Burger. Route 66 here in Victorville is where we are. And if you want to sample it for yourself, you can do that again. Monday through Friday, they're open at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, in the morning until 2:45 p.m. in the afternoon. And Saturdays, we're open from 6 a.m. to 12:30. Sundays, we're off.
All right.
All right.
There it is. Don't go anywhere, everybody, simply because you ought to know. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. Jim Hall, you ought to know. There you see the time. It is, I don't know what time it is, Shauna.
It is approximately 8:30.
In the morning?
In the morning, yes.
Okay. You only know 8:30 in this business, right?
That's right. We don't do nights. We only do mornings and afternoons.
Well, you do. And, Brian, you guys open up at 5 o'clock in the morning serving, look at this, fantastic breakfast.
Yep, that's the way we do it right there.
So what time do you got to get up and start preparing and get this thing going?
Oh, about 3:30.
Routinely, you're up at...
Oh, yeah, up before the chickens.
Hey, you don't have far to go to work, though.
Yeah, see, it's the commute that saves me the time.
All right, take a look here before we get to the food. There's the menu. Imogene's famous Holland Burger right here on Route 66. Can people call in for orders to go?
Yeah, no problem.
And that phone number would be?
243-9938.
All right, there's the menu. And I told you the book is available because you're featured in this book. There's Guy Fieri and Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. I flipped that open, and it's right there, Imogene's Holland Burger. Take a look, everybody. And you even have a recipe in here, the Trucker's Special Sandwich, which is on the menu.
Yep, that's our signature sandwich right there. Nobody does it quite like we do.
All right, I've got it out here. Describe that sandwich. There it is. Describe that thing.
It's a slow-roasted tri-tip with bacon, Ortega chilies, grilled on sourdough with Swiss cheese. It's just a real simple sandwich with a lot of flavor.
Well, you have a burger named after you that's here, right?
Yeah.
And what is that one?
That's a Brian burger.
And so the Brian burger consists of, you like that little chili in there.
I think I'd like to let Shauna explain the Brian burger for
All
me.
right, how did Brian get the Brian burger?
Him and his mother made it up many years ago, and it is a half-pound hamburger with Swiss cheese, Ortega chilies, and it's grilled on a 1-inch thick sourdough bread with Parmesan and garlic encrusted on the outside.
Oh, it sounds so good. And you and your mom,
Pound of meat on 2 inches of bread right there.
you and your mom came up with this.
Yeah.
Were you spoiled?
Oh yeah, very.
All right.
So I learned how to spoil people, so I'd like to do it.
Are your kids spoiled?
Oh yeah, they're rotten.
Well, that's a good
Not
thing.
gonna lie.
I've got a grandson that's normally on this show with us, 11 months old, and same case, same scenario. Let's start down here. Look at this giant. Look at the size of that plate and the size of that ham steak. Wait. You only did what?
We only cut one leg off at a time because
That ham?
Yeah.
So that's only one-sided.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got?
We have ham and eggs with two, this is the ham, this is the 2 eggs, the potatoes, and then you also get your choice of toast or biscuits and gravy.
And biscuits and gravy is what you are known for, right?
Yeah. Homemade biscuits and homemade gravy.
And then you talked me into, I've got way over here, look at here, that's the chicken fried steak. Describe that to me again.
That's a hand-breaded cube steak, tenderized.
And they pretty much do that to order?
No, I do them up ahead of time every day, just enough to make it through the day.
Well, I heard you call back to the kitchen getting ready to go, chicken fried steak, so they get them out and get them ready?
Yeah, so they can pull them out, we start them in the back, and then do everything off of the grill right out front.
All right, and of course we've got it out here. Somebody mentioned the peach cobbler. It's up there. You got cherry or peach today.
Yep,
There's
that's
that
the
peach
peach.
cobbler. Joe's getting in close on it. Can you guess who ordered that?
Excuse me?
Can you guess who ordered that? See how close he's getting?
Yeah, he's on that. He loves that. Look at the steam coming off that. That's his favorite.
All right. So we've got the ham steak, we've got the chicken fried steak, we got the trucker special sandwich out here. Brian Burger didn't make it out here on this go-round, but it probably will during the lunchtime. A lot of those go out.
Oh, yeah, a lot of those go out. We saw a lot of those.
All right, I've been doing a count, Sean, all the while here while we've been in the restaurant this morning, and the hummingbird feeders out the window you said are a big attraction. So far, I've counted a little over 1,000 hummingbirds this morning alone.
Well, I charge $1 per bird, Jim, so, you know, for watching them.
I only saw one this morning.
Oh, that's kind of what I thought.
It's the same one, keeps coming around and around and around. How many regular customers do you guys have here?
Oh, gosh. You know, I have customers that came with the restaurant. So I really couldn't put a finger on it because once you've been in, you'll be a regular after that.
And how many names of customers do you know, Brian?
About 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know a little about everybody that walks through the door?
100, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody, we know them by name. And well, if we don't know them by name, we know them by what they eat.
Well, you got.
Hey, there comes ham and eggs.
Oh, okay. So you know exactly. Do they always get the same thing?
A lot of them do.
Do they screw you up when they change it up on you?
Yeah, they have to sign a release.
Okay. Well, I normally get. What do I get when I come in normally?
Normally you get pork chops. Over easy and biscuits and gravy.
So this
sometimes
is
toast.
this is experimental for me today.
Yes, it is. He usually doesn't venture out of the pork chop realm.
All right. It is a trial basis. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. We're going to try this stuff and then we're going to report back. All right. You ready? Don't go anywhere, everybody. We're going to try the food. We got the ham and eggs. We got the chicken fried steak and eggs, trucker's special, and then I'm going to get to the peach cobbler. Camera guy thinks he's getting it, but sorry, Mike, Joe, you got to wait. I'm going to be sampling that simply because we're at Holland Burger, everybody. Emma Jean's Holland Burger on famous Route 66. You can get the book right here, too. Take a look. Page 187, you're in there.
Yep.
And you can get the book right here, $20 at Emma Jean's Holland Burger. We'll be back simply because you ought to know. And that's going to put the wraps on another show. You can see right there it says notice, price is subject to change according to customers' attitude. And most of the customers, Brian, they come in here with an excellent attitude.
Yeah, they come in with a pretty good attitude. Hopefully they leave with a good attitude, too.
Well, we're Route 66, Emma Jean's Holland Burger. In fact, it's featured right here in this book, Drive-Ins, Dive-Ins, Drive-Ins and Dives, Diners, Drives-Ins and Dives, and Guy Fieri, there he is on the cover. And again, you're in the book here, so you've made history that way, too.
Yeah, we've made history in the book, and we sell it right here, and it's been great.
Well, it has been great, and a lot of years. 1979, you guys took over the business here, but it has a long history dating back into the 1940s.
Yeah, 1947.
All right. Well, people can find you right here on Route 66, 1 mile west of Interstate 15, and you just come right here to this, what color building?
Pistachio green.
Pistachio green, simply because at Holland Burger, you ought to know. See you next time, everybody.